Hello everyone, my name is Crow, and this is Uncharted Expeditions. This is episode 10. So I just hopped into the nether real quick to go look for a bastion so I could get myself a smithing template for the netherite upgrade. Alright, and I'll have to make another one of these. What's the recipe for that one? Netherrack and a bunch of diamonds. Okay, I think I don't need too many of them. So. Okay, so now that we have our netherite template, we're going to change gears just a little bit. I mentioned last time that I wanted to get into Embers Rekindled, and so that's what we're going to do. To do that, we're going to make Caminite. And I'm just going to make a bunch of it. So if we... Let's see here. Okay, let's look at what we actually need from Embers Rekindled. We're not going to go super deep into Embers Rekindled. We're going to make a mechanical bore and an ember bore and a mechanical core. Those will kind of get me where I need to be. So I'm going to need some Caminite bricks. So I got to smelt up those. That's and then so I'm going to need 2 of these mechanical cores. Okay, so that's a total of the 5 of the bricks. 6 actually, because I'll need another one. So 6 of the Caminite bricks, 3 of the drills. I wonder if I have enough. I should. And oops. I'm gonna need 3 of these guys, a bunch of those. Okay, so then I need... so I'm going to need 2 of the core, so I'll need 2 forgotten ingots. I think this is my... yes. I'll need 1 clogram. I'll need a bunch of frost steel. And... tell you what, I think the Caminite, if you just smelt them, you get a brick. Alright, and there's 1 stack done. 2 stacks done. Perfect. Oh, I already had some in there. Great. I think we said we needed 6 of these guys. Okay, we need 2 mechanical cores and 1 ember bore. All right, another thing that we need is a Caminite lever, or a couple Caminite levers. And then we'll also need some Mog Moss. So we're gonna need some item pipes, so a couple more clogrums. Caminite plate. I'll throw this one in just the regular. And I will need some Eutherium as well. I'm also gonna need a Tinker's Hammer. Has to be Twisty Twigs, huh? Ooh, I don't actually even know if I have any. Huh. Oh man, is this enough? I didn't even pay attention if it's enough or not. Okay. That should be enough for now. Item extractor. Okay, and I'm gonna bring charcoal. Okay. Let's head on down. All right, so remember last time we set up this small area at bedrock level? And what I did is I kind of did what I needed to do over here. I filled in the bottom with some glass. I made it a little bit prettier. Oh, definitely don't have any room. Huh. Okay, so let's put the ember boar down. All right. And we can see that it has like those blades on the bottom, and so it needs to like bite into bedrock. And then we put a mechanical core on top. And so normally the ember boar only has, you can look, only has one hole. So you can put stuff in, but you can't take stuff out. So the mechanical core essentially turns that one hole into many more holes. Now we have it building up, and we're already getting ember grit. So this is where the output from my mechanical core is going to go. I believe that you stick this on there. Yeah. Okay. So this is the extraction face. If you have it connected to two inventories like that, I think it gets confused. And so you have to kind of have the extraction feeding into another pipe. I put a Caminite lever on this guy, and then whenever I click it, it'll start pulling out all this ember grit and ember shards. There we go. Yeah, it's smart enough to not pull out the charcoal. And so now whenever I come down here, I will have all of my all my ember gear here ready to go. If I really wanted to, I could rig up some kind of furnace to kind of like create the charcoal and stick it in there. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get quite a bit of use out of these blocks of charcoal, and so we'll kind of just leave it. We'll kind of just leave it alone and let this kind of go along. And so, all right. So that is embers. That's all we're gonna do for embers right now. I will need a new. Do I have a? I don't think I have an embers box. Okay, so this is where all of my embers stuff is going to go. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is I want to get started on the next casings. So far I have the ability to make the caramel casings and the andesite casings, but I need, well, first of all, I should probably make more caramel, because this is how I'm going to make like fluid pipes and stuff. Um, so I need to do that. Let's see, what am I going to do? I need to make a basin lid, which means I need a clock. Also, what I'm going to do is... okay, so the name of the game right now is get some of these... I need more caramel. That's kind of where we're at right now. What I can do is I can have this automatically filter. Okay, so now if I put this on here, it will only make what I want it to make. Okay, so let's look at caramel. So caramel is made by mixing 2 sugar to a quarter bucket. So for every bucket, I need 8 sugar. It's heated, makes caramel. And then that caramel is compacted, no heating required, 250 into a bar of caramel. So what I need to do is I need to get this guy here. And the real question is, can I think I can. Let's see what I got as far as like chain drives. And I have a gearbox and some chain drives. That's gonna have to be good enough. I use that to... Cool. And then if I... If I do this, he'll spit that out automatically. And then I can put this guy and he will collect off of the hopper. Okay, great. It's a little bit of... It's a little much, but okay. The last thing I need to do is I need to set this. Right, because I want to filter him so he only spits out the caramel bars. I don't want him to do something weird. So he will make those bars. He has power. He has power. All I need is a bunch of sugar. And let's make that happen. It's weird. Why is this not? It's heated. Sugar and water and heated makes caramel. I wonder if... This is weird. I mean, it made a little bit of caramel, right? It made 2 bars of caramel. This is weird. It shouldn't do that. It should... Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, I mean, it's a good thing that I filtered that. Maybe I want to just remove the white chocolate for now. Let's make it even easier. Okay. Let me just make a... This is so silly. I'm just making a ton of freaking buckets and junk. Okay, so I kind of figured it out. Um, so I'm basically piping water in using that mechanical pipe into the basin, and the what must have been happening is the output for the into the other basin must have been screwing it up, because I basically stuck a faucet on here into the caramel tank, and it's just churning out caramel like nobody's business. So I'm just going to let it fill up, and then I guess I will figure this out. And we'll kind of just go from there. I do need to obviously somehow get this into into another basin so I can press it into the bars. So not sure how that's gonna work. But yeah, this thing it's just chugging along. Actually, I'm gonna run out of. Okay, I wonder if I need to make another. I wonder if I need to make. I'll make another faucet. I think it's like this, right? Yes. Where'd my basin go? Oh, I wonder if it's Um, okay, so I'll take this into the basin. Take this guy. Let's see, these are connected. And he should connect. No, he needs to connect. Can he connect like that? Yes, he can. Okay. This is a lot more trouble than it's worth. Or a lot more trouble than I thought it would be, I guess. Okay, hopper down here. Boom. Depot here. Caramel bars. Okay. So this looks like it's automated, I guess, right? Because he for sure will make the only bars. Perfect. Okay. Now the only question I mean, ideally I should speed this guy up. That'd be like most ideal. I even tried using sugar water from the Bumble Zone because it's like has the water tag, and it wasn't doing anything. So, all right, I'm gonna let this burn out. I think he'll be able to keep up with this guy. The problem is he has 8 buckets of backlog to go through, so he's like never gonna go through that much. All right, so I'll just let this finish kind of cooking up with whatever the remaining sugar I have in here. That should give me enough caramel for the time being until I kind of move everything into my the final base that I want it to be at. In the meantime, though, I do need to get working on the the white chocolate. And so I'll let this finish, and I'll be back after all this caramel finishes and I can start processing the white chocolate. So now the next thing that I need to do in my quest for the white chocolate is to, I want to get a white chocolate casing, which means I need gingerbread blocks. Gingerbread is 4 ginger dough altogether, and ginger dough is just wheat flour, ginger, and sugar water. So I'm already using the sugar water here. Sugar water has the water tag, and so it's good enough to make the caramel. And so I made some wheat flour. And then I just need some ginger. I went through and I sorted out some of the stuff here. There we go. And I don't think that the gingerbread... Yeah, no heating required, so I should just start making it. I don't really have a good way. I guess I could throw a hopper underneath because this doesn't need to be heated. Actually, what I should do is... So I have ginger dough. And let's look at where this quest is. I think that's under Bumble's Own quest. Yeah, okay. You know, we're working towards this chocolate casing over here. So now we just need cocoa butter. I have the basin lid, crushed cocoa, and cocoa butter. Put that basin back here. And again, the crushed cocoa is processed with sugar water in this basin, and it just makes either cocoa powder or cocoa butter. So now this is going to collect it here. Okay. So once this finishes here, I'm going to need to use cocoa butter. So I need sugar, cocoa butter, and milk. Which means I need to disconnect from here because I want this to keep processing, which means I'm going to need a wrench. And I should probably get some goggles as well. All right, so this will be done shortly then. So now this means that I can possibly do this, or I could get a... This is just gonna look like garbage. Okay, I want to put a cow here. And he shouldn't be able to climb out because of the pipes. So then I can... And these are all closed off. Okay, cool. So now I have infinite milk. And now all I need to do is turn on that spigot and it'll fill it up with here with milk. And then I need to have, what's the recipe? It's sugar, cocoa butter, 1-to-1 for white chocolate. Okay, and let me just make sure I have enough sugar, I guess. Okay, so half a stack and half a stack. Start filling it up. So then all I should need to do is kickstart this. And it should work. Milk, cocoa butter, sugar. Sugar, cocoa butter, milk. Heated, white chocolate. White chocolate and ginger dough. This is killing me. Okay. Cocoa butter, sugar. Oh, that's right. It doesn't have power. Sure. Okay. Sixteen. And then I should be able to do that. Okay, and then the last thing I need to make this all work out is I need a little bit of zinc. Or actually, I need a filter. And I want him to stamp only chocolate bars. So I want him to stamp the bar of that and the bar of caramel. Allow that. As we can see, I made a bunch of bars of caramel. So I've got lots of caramel. I honestly probably won't even need to make any more caramel for the foreseeable future. Alright, well, I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll come back and we'll do a little bit more work. I don't know if it'll be time to kind of break this all down and move it into our area over there. But we're getting closer and closer to heading into the next dimension, which is probably going to be the magnetic caves. That's going to require some of the create setup, which is why we've been doing that. The other option is to go to the ancient city and do that. And so those are kind of my two options at this point in time. So thanks for watching. If you have any tips or tricks or any comments, please leave them down below. And I'll see you next time. Take care.